Hello friends! Today let's learn how to make the best Cuban rice and beans at home. They need to be rich, thick, and packed with flavor. This dish is a staple in Cuban cuisine and pairs wonderfully with so many meals. It's simple, it's easy, and let's do it together. Let's take 2 cups of dried black beans. Cooking from scratch gives a better taste and texture, so much better than canned. The first step is crucial. Go through all the beans and check for any small rocks or imperfections. This ensures all impurities and stones are removed from the beans. Now let's rinse the beans. They can carry a lot of dust, so a thorough rinse is important. Once they're clean, let's soak them in 4 cups of water. The beans will expand overnight, so make sure they're completely submerged. If they aren't, we'll end up with uneven textures, and we don't want that. After soaking overnight, look at this difference in size. Soaked beans grow much bigger compared to the dry beans. Now that the beans are soaked, drain the water and shift the beans to a big pot. Add water to the pot and turn on the heat. Let the water come to a boil. While the water is boiling, let's start adding our aromatics. Cut 1 onion in half and place it in the pot. Also, add 2 bay leaves and 2 red chilies. Once everything is in, cover the pot with the lid. Bring it to a boil, then reduce to a simmer for 60 to 90 minutes. Keep an eye on the water level. Beans should always stay submerged. Stir occasionally but gently since the skins are delicate. After about 70 minutes, check for doneness. If a bean can be easily smashed between fingers, they're ready. Now let's remove the onion and leaves. We don't need them anymore. Now it's time for a sofrito. Let's finely chop an onion and sauté it in vegetable oil over low heat until translucent. Low heat will allow it to sweat, not brown. Add a couple of finely chopped garlic cloves. Add 1 tablespoon roasted cumin seed powder. This is perhaps the most essential ingredient to make it an authentic Cuban rice. Then, add cooked beans, but not all the liquid. We want them rich and thick, not watery. A little salt, a quick stir, and let it simmer for 15 to 20 minutes to bring all the flavors together. Wow, this already smells so good. Next, let's make a simple yet flavorful tomato broth for the rice. Roughly cut 1 onion into pieces and add it to the blender. Take a sweet tomato, cut it to cubes and add it too. Now, add 2 cloves of garlic. Pour in vegetable broth, around 14 ounces, blend the mixture until smooth. We're looking for a consistency that's somewhere between a sauce and a broth. If it's too thick, add a little more vegetable broth. If it's too thin, add more tomatoes. This is the base of our delicious Cuban rice. Now that our sauce is ready, let's make the rice. Use long grain rice that has been thoroughly rinsed to remove the extra starch. Next, toast the rice in a pan with a little oil over medium heat. Stir continuously to ensure even browning. This takes about 5 to 7 minutes. Just watch for a golden color. Toasting enhances the flavor, giving the rice a subtle, nutty aroma. Now add half a tablespoon of red pepper and salt to taste. followed by the tomato broth. Stir just once to combine, then let it simmer over low heat. To enhance the dish, let's add the vegetables. Add 2 to 3 tablespoons of corn, same amount of fresh green peas, and a whole jalapeno pepper for a touch of aroma. Cover and let it cook undisturbed for about 12 to 13 minutes. When it's done, don't stir right away. Now let's plate. Look at this. Perfectly fluffy, flavorful rice submerged in the aroma of tomato broth, and the beans thick, rich, and creamy. For a finishing touch, let's crumble a little queso fresco on top. It's a fresh, slightly salty cheese that pairs beautifully with the beans. And finally, the best part, tasting. The rice is light, fluffy, and full of flavor. And the beans? Deep, hearty, and absolutely delicious. When combined, it's pure comfort on a plate. This can be enjoyed with burritos, enchiladas, or just on its own. This dish brings happiness, and it's sure to bring joy to your kitchen too. Happy cooking!